Good afternoon, traders. It is Monday, September 19th, 2016, and the U.S. stock market is closed. We had another rough and tumble day today. Boy, this is getting old. Technically, we made some money, I guess, but um, it's just really rough. We're having this problem that uh, the markets are not stable and we can't hold our profits. 2.5 hours into today, I took a screenshot and we'll put it on the website. 2.5 hours into the day, we had open trade equity of over $18,000. That looks real good. And if we having good markets and there's, uh, the buyers are out in force, that should improve as the day goes on. It didn't improve. We went from positive $18,000 2.5 hours into the day to positive 1,700 on the close. I mean, that's horrible, and we just are having trouble. The markets are not stable. They're nervous, and just they fall apart over anything. Today, you can see here what happened with the Dow, and this pretty much reflects what happened to us. Uh, the Dow opens up very strong. It goes up here, tests the highs from 2 days ago, and then fails. And you've heard me talk about this many, many times. This is the worst pattern for us because we end up buying a bunch of junk up here, and then as the market fails as the day goes on, that all goes against us. That's pretty much what happened today. We got into 12 positions. Only 3 of those are positive and 9 are negative. It's amazing that we still come up with a positive figure for our open trade, but that's because of one stock, and I'm going to show you that stock in a second. But it just, when we doing all this trading and depending on one stock to keep us from sinking, that's not a good situation. We should have a majority of our stocks contributing to our positive equity. Anyway, we had only 3 positions coming in, and ended up closing out negative $33. I don't think we're going to have a problem there. One of those stocks, PTC Therapeutics, we held, and that was the star today, and that was the one stock that kept us above water. I will show you kind of what happened today. Let me show you, a couple of the bad ones here because this is Labu, Labu, which is Biotech Bull, and as you know, the Dow takes up this right near the open. This stock took off too. We end up buying it here. Not a very good place to buy, it looks like, but it did go to a profit. This area right here was about the time we're showing that $18,000 open trade equity positive, but then the thing, like the Dow, starts to fade and sells off for the rest of the day. We end up closing negative $2,000 there. That's not necessarily going to be a horrible trade, but it's very disappointing, and we are showing a $2,000 negative there. And we had this same pattern in, like 7 stocks today, and that, of course, just pulls down our equity, and that's what happened to that $18,000 that we had 2.5 hours into the market day. Was another heartbreaker. This is SRPT, which is Sarepta Therapeutics. I hope I'm saying that correct. It's SRPT. And this thing was unbelievable. This takes off. This thing got up to, about 100% gain for the day. In other words, it doubled in value today. Don't know what the fundamentals were behind that, but this thing was really moving. But unfortunately, we were not long this stock from yesterday. That would have been beautiful. We would have made tons of money had we gotten in yesterday. We did not. We buy the and then on top of all this thing opens pretty much unchanged and then just shoots up here, and we don't buy that the first we don't buy the first couple bars. It would have been nice if we could have. We didn't. We got in on the third bar, and so this thing is really up in the sky. By the time we get in here, it pulled back. It went against us pretty significantly. I think I saw $9,000. This thing was against us shortly after we got in, but then it did come back. And when we got when this thing got up here where it's up 100%, we're getting close to being positive $5,000 on it. That I was beginning to breathe a little bit easier because I'm looking at this huge gap. I'm thinking, oh my God. But the thing does sell off some toward the end. I mean, it has so much strength, it's probably pretty safe. But regardless whether it's safe or not, we're down $2,600, $2,600 in this trade. So that's contributing to our loss. I'll show you the one stock that pulled us through today and is the reason we're not badly in the red. This is PTCT, that's PTC Therapeutics, another drug stock, and this thing has really had me, this was weird. We got into this thing on this little pop the last 45 minutes of the day. We're holding it on the close at a small negative. It even opens on a negative. I looked at this and said, oh, no, okay, this isn't doing anything. And then we have this explosive move right, within 15 to 30 minutes of the day, takes us up to the stars. When this thing is up here, I think we're up like $14,000 on this trade. It did come back. I didn't like this pullback, but then it came back some toward the close, and that looks pretty good. We are holding over $10,000 positive in PTCT, and that is why we're holding positive open trade equity going into tomorrow. But we got our fortunes 100% hung on this single stock. That's not a good feeling, and we are carrying, as I say, 9 negatives going into tomorrow. So another frustrating day, even though we didn't lose money. Let's hope things go better tomorrow. This is Trader Bob signing off. I'll see you tomorrow on Tuesday.